Look at this. Here we are, all by ourselves.
Kicking it off.
Can you believe it? Hey, don't freak out, everybody. We're not starting yet.
All right,
we're not starting yet.
We're kicking off the evening.
Yeah, this is a little pre-funk.
Yeah, this is the hello.
This is the hello. This
so
is
nice to see ya.
the early welcome to Epicure 2021. Of course, benefiting the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You're at the right spot. Well done. We're live right now at Fremont Studios. We're minutes away. The main program starts at 7 p.m. Pacific. We're excited.
Yep.
We want to let you know, just a quick reminder, all of the auction items, they're all up for bid right now. The live auction and the silent auction, it's all up for bid. But the silent auction will close tonight at 7:20 p.m. Pacific. We saw people in the chat asking, when do things close down?
Yep.
7:20 p.m. Pacific, so focus on the silent auction first.
And let's see, you've got about 10 minutes to get that new glass of wine poured.
That's right, before the 7 o'clock show, or that new bottle opened.
Yeah, the new bottle.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay, now if you haven't logged in yet, we need everybody to do that. So here's what you do. Go to epicureseattle.org. You can start bidding or donating, and if you're there for the first time, you're going to be prompted to create a profile and register a credit card first. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you aren't quite set up yet, do it now.
Now, people. Now, I recommend watching this show with 2 screens. You get one to watch on, one to bid on. So you can watch on a bigger screen like a laptop, then grab a second screen if you've got one like a phone or a tablet. Head to epicureseattle.org. It's right down below, epicureseattle.org, and get all set up.
Yes, it makes it easier when you're set up and ready to go. Or you can text Epicure 2021 to 243-725. And if you have any questions, just reach out to us in the YouTube chat or call the helpline at 646-203-1088. That number is at the bottom of your screen.
That's right. And in fact, we want to know that you're with us. You mentioned the chat. We're watching some people. There's Crooked Forest.
Peggy.
Peggy. Good friend Peggy. So say hi in the chat. Tell us, where are you watching from? We know we got people watching all over. I talked to Chris Adams earlier. I know he's down in California. So say hi in the chat. Tell us why you're here. Who are you here to support?
Yep.
Where are you watching from? What are you drinking? Just say hi.
What are you eating? Who are you partying with?
Who are you partying with? Yeah. And
we're
speaking
just
of
here.
that,
I just have Fred. I need entertained.
Yes, come on. It's a big room.
You're enough, Fred. I'm kidding.
Oh, thank you. But speaking of photos, we do want to see the photos of yourself attending this virtual event. They can post directly to our Facebook event page, or please use the hashtag Epicure21.
Yes, we do want to see those photos.
Yes.
Just want to say this one more time. The silent auction closes at 7:20. All right. Thank you for being here with us, and keep bidding on that silent auction. And we are going to see you when we go live in about 8 minutes at 7 p.m.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our second annual Epicure. I'm Leslie Kelly, this is my husband Sean, and we are coming to you tonight from our home in Coopeville on beautiful Whidbey Island. Sean and I have the privilege of being this year's event chairs, and we desperately hoped that we would all be together tonight celebrating and supporting the wonderful organization that the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is. Obviously, that did not happen, but I want to thank all of you from across the Pacific Northwest and across the country who are tuning in tonight. We so appreciate you being here, and we're in for a really fun evening. We have amazing performances coming up. We've got great wine, and most importantly, tonight, we all have the opportunity to raise very necessary funds for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to help accelerate a path to a cure and to help them as they continue to work to improve the lives of those of us who struggle with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis like my daughter and I do.
Well, let's get this party started. So let's raise a glass. Cheers to you all. Thank you again for being here. And over to you, Fred and Natasha in South Lake Union at Fremont Studios. Let's do this. Cheers.
Cheers.
We need a glass.
We need
Cheers.
we need great wine.
We need all of the above.
We're here in
dropping the
Fremont.
ball
Come
already.
our way. We're live. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Leslie. We're watching the chat. I love seeing. We've had people. We're international.
I know we
had
are.
people checking in from Canada, from Oregon. We had people saying hi
Seattle.
from West Seattle, which is where I live. We had people saying hi down in California, here in West Seattle, of course. So yes, good evening, everyone. We are so excited to be here. My name is Fred Northup Jr. This is Epicure, benefiting the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
And I'm Natasha Ryan, and as Sean and Leslie just shared, we had hoped, of course, to see you in person here at Fremont Studios this evening. And while that wasn't possible, we are thrilled you are joining us from your watch party at home.
Yeah, in fact, you know, we've been seeing people have been sending pictures. We've got some virtual guests and watch parties right now. So people, look at that right there. Speaking of great wine and great sweaters, feeling cozy. I love people sending in their pictures.
And warm.
And look at that. Cheers.
Oh, the fall decorations.
Yes, the beer. I like it. I like it.
Well
yes,
done.
And by the way, nice job using the phone to bid right there. That was a professional two-screen operation that we were seeing. So yeah, thank you.
All right, now for all of you tuning in, please post your pictures. We love getting them from your watch parties using the hashtag Epicure21. We're going to show you more photos, of course, throughout the program.
That's right. You know, we might not be in the same room together, but we are still together right now. And the work we're doing tonight is still very, very important. It's as life-changing as it's ever been, really. So by being here, you are helping improve the lives of children and adults living with inflammatory bowel disease, also known as IBD. By being here, you are helping find cures for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. So thank you for what you're about to do.
More than 3 million Americans are living with IBD, and you are taking us one step closer to a world free from these difficult diseases.
Yeah, now, as we've said, we're live here at Fremont Studios in Seattle, but we've got a really special watch party happening somewhere else. Take a look at these two. My goodness, right there. There they are. Getting ready. That's Mike McCready of Pearl Jam on the left, Death Cab for Cutie's Ben Gibbard on the right, getting set for their first ever duet performance. How amazing is that?
So cool.
So we're very excited to hear a few songs from them to end the program. So stick around for that.
Yes, and you know what also is cool about that?
What's also cool?
There are 2 posters designed specifically for this event, and there are posters left for you. Only 125 posters of each design have been printed, all 18 by 24 inches, and of course, signed by Mike McCready and hand-numbered.
Yeah, and if you can't pick which one is your favorite, you can get both. And speaking of Mike, we want to say thank you to Mike and Ashley McCready. They've already made their donation $20,000 tonight. $20,000. So thank you for your leadership.
Absolutely.
And thank you both for all you do for the IBD community. And for those, by the way, at home enjoying the Epicure dining experience, we want to give a very special shout out, a big time thank you to our big time supporter and friend, Dan Buggy, and B Eats for curating the event's virtual dining options this year once again.
Which is nice to have, yes.
Thank you, Dan. Now, friends, all of the live auction items, they're all up for bid right now, but check those items out. We've got an incredible silent auction that is open until 7:20 p.m., so you've got less than 15 minutes. Focus on the silent auction first. Incredible items, including that Gucci handbag, a pair of Kraken tickets that are 3 rows behind the Kraken bench, and more.
That sounds like fun. Okay, also closing at 7:20, the Oregon Wine Country Getaway, the Mariners a VIP experience, the Whiskey Bar Cart, and so much more. So go quickly to epicureseattle.org and get your bids in to get a chance of winning.
If you're sitting there and you're like, wait a minute, how in the world is this possible? How do I bid? How do I watch? Again, we suggest using 2 screens. You saw it in the photo earlier. You got 1 screen to watch on, 1 screen to bid on. So watch the show on your bigger screen like a laptop. Then grab a second screen if you have one, like a phone, a tablet. Go to epicureseattle.org, and it's mobile friendly.
Yes, it is.
So go there now.
You can take it anywhere. And if you are there for the first time, when you bid or donate, it's going to prompt you to create an account and register your credit card. If you're on your phone, click the button that says Menu to find the Donate Now and Auction buttons. You can also text Epicure to 243-725. Again, that's text Epicure to 243-725.
Yeah, and here's a pro tip, by the way. If you want to kick back and watch, set a max bid, and the system will automatically bid on your behalf every time you're outbid, all the way up to your max
bid. Like eBay, right?
I'm telling you, it is the best way to win. Yes, and again, all the live items, those are also up for bid right now. We've got an exciting live auction, including a full band signed Pearl Jam guitar. That item is hot right now. Dinner at DeLille Cellars Winery, another dinner at Radiator Whiskey from our friend Dan Buggy, plus getaways to Big Sky, Montana. Maybe you want to go to Hawaii, go to Kauai.
That sounds lovely.
Those items, all those live items, they are up for bid right now.
Again, all you have to do is head to epicureseattle.org to bid, and we will give you yet another reason to go there.
That's right.
If you register to bid or donate, you will automatically be entered to win one of 2 prizes. We are giving away an Xbox Series S, courtesy of Peter Lee, plus Terrace Club tickets to see the Seattle Mariners, thanks to Paige and Ryan Eakes. We will give them away later in the program, so make sure you're registered at the URL below to bid and donate. Follow Fred below. It's free to enter.
That's right. All right. Now that we've gotten these started, I want to mention some truly incredible news.
This is really
We have 2 donors. Take a look right there. Monica and Scott Anderson and Barbara and Matt LePage. They are offering to match all gifts up to $100,000.
Say it again.
$100,000. Each of these families will give up to $50,000 to make this challenge happen. So that means if you give $1,000, your donation becomes $2,000. Your $2,500 becomes $5,000. Your $5,000 becomes $10,000. You can do the math, Natasha.
I can handle that, yeah.
So thank you again to the Andersons, to the LePages for your incredible generosity and support. And remember, you can donate anytime to take advantage of that match anytime you want. Right there, the URL is below, epicureseattle.org. And also, if you'd like to donate by phone, or if you have any questions at all, just give us a call. The phone number's below, 646-203-1088. Maybe you've got a donor advised fund. Maybe you want to give a gift of stock. Maybe you can't find your credit card. Whatever it is, just give us a call.
Again, just wow. Thank you, Anderson and LePage families. Now, we are watching the gifts coming in right now, and we want to thank Emily and Dan Raymond at $3,500 because of the challenge match.
Yep.
The Raymonds' $3,500 donation is now, can you do it?
You got to carry the one.
$7,000.
There you go.
And thank you, Alvin and Julie Lowe, for your $1,500 gift.
And the $1,500 gift became $3,000. I did that one. So amazing, amazing. That challenge is incredible. So dig deep, give big. Tonight, of course, would not be possible but without the incredible help of our amazing volunteers. Now, you heard from our volunteer Epicure chairs, Sean and Leslie Kelly, earlier. thank you. We also want to take a moment to thank all of our volunteer committee members that have really stepped up to the plate this year when the foundation and our IBD warriors needed them the most. So a huge thank you to Chris Adams, who I know has a watch party going right now. Thank you, Jackie LePage. Thank you, Stacy Messer. And thank you, Jen White. We really appreciate all of you.
And along with our committee help, we would also like to extend a special thank you to the Northwest Board for their leadership over the past 2 months. Thank you to all of the volunteers. You have made this evening magical. In addition, we also have some amazing individuals hosting those virtual tables and watch parties this evening. Thank you for bringing all your family and friends together to join us virtually tonight.
That's right. You know, we also want to recognize a special group of volunteers that joined together this year to help raise even more funds to support the foundation's mission. The Epicure Collective is a group of these 3 families that have come together to help raise funds as a collective group. And the funds this group raised this year are also supporting the total raised by tonight's event. And we are thrilled to share that these families combined have raised over $150,000.
That is so incredible. Now, if you are new to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, it is the largest organization supporting research on treatments and cures for Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, commonly referred to as inflammatory bowel disease or IBD. These chronic illnesses impact more than 3 million Americans. They are incredibly complex, and they can be very hard to treat. Currently, there is no cure, and along with the physical challenges, studies have also shown that people living with IBD are 2 to 3 times more likely to develop anxiety or depression. But the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is here to help, and since its inception in 1967, they have invested more than $400 million into IBD research, including more than $30 million just in 2020. The foundation has been a part of every major breakthrough in the study of these diseases, and your support tonight is what makes it all possible.
When COVID hit the communities, the foundation stepped up, rapidly developing new resources and becoming the hub of information around COVID-19 and IBD, serving more than 1 million people last year alone with these resources. But helping the community navigate the pandemic is not the foundation's sole focus, of course. The foundation remains intently focused on its mission to not only cure these challenging diseases, but to support those that live daily with the burden of these chronic and debilitating illnesses.
And in 2020, because of events like Epicure and our generous Northwest community, the foundation had to expand. That's right, they continued to expand resources to engage, empower, and support the IBD patient community. This included introducing access to care legislation at the federal level, hosting more than 1,300 pediatric patients at Virtual Camp Oasis, and launching a new public awareness campaign.
You know, we want you to understand the real impact that your generosity tonight makes. So let's meet some of those patients and hear how your support is helping them.
Colitis in January 2019.
In 2019, when I was only 7 years old.
In August 2002, when I was 17 years old.
I don't know what life is like without Crohn's.
This disease can occur at any age and is a lifelong disease without any cure. It's particularly impactful in children because we know that being diagnosed at such a young age, they're going to have a long burden of disease. They're going to have disease over their entire lifespan.
My symptoms were nausea, vomiting, extreme stomach pain,
fatigue, neuropathy, and joint pain, and also back pain.
When I was in 5th grade that I really stopped gaining any weight.
8-year-old B was not too worried about the limitations that the disease could potentially impose. I was more worried about not being able to play tag with my friends.
We see kids admitted to the hospital all the time with complications of this disease, including weight loss and poor growth and anemia, requiring blood products, requiring different medications, reevaluation, and unfortunately often requiring surgery. One of the challenges of treating and really taking care of a lot of kids with inflammatory bowel disease is saying some of the things like, we don't have a cure for this. We don't have a treatment that works in everybody.
I remember my parents reaching out to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You can find resources, educational materials, and really build a family within the Crohn's and Colitis community. And it's a place where you can truly find the support that you need that you might not be able to find somewhere else.
Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been a vital partner in our pediatric practice.
The foundation provides patients with a platform. Every patient has a voice, but not every patient has a platform.
I'm very grateful for the foundation because they've helped me go through everything and they've helped me understand that I will be able to enjoy it by helping people with it. I'm not scared anymore.
The research that the foundation is doing is the step in finding new treatments for IBD or a cure for IBD.
The foundation's research is really important because we need a cure.
What an amazing group of people. Now you can see that we're minutes away from the close of our silent auction at 7:20 p.m. We're watching the chat. Everyone is, I love that, like Shannon's saying the streaming is great for me in Texas. Someone said that they were having a little trouble with the stream. I will just give you a little tip. If ever you are having trouble, a lot of times if you just refresh your YouTube browser, that will fix the problem. So
Pro tip.
Pro tip. Pro tip. All right, now if you're not already set up, you got to text Epicure to 243-725, or you can go to the URL below. Just visit epicureseattle.org. It's mobile friendly, so grab that second device if you got one. Start bidding on the live and the silent auction items because the silent is less than 3 minutes away.
And people are getting excited about the items. Bill Johnson, I saw you chatting about how awesome the posters are.
I know.
They are incredible.
It's hard to choose which of the two to buy, so just get them
like
both.
The red and black one, I think.
Get them both.
Okay.
The red and the black one's cool, but
cool.
Mike loves Polaroids, so you want to do that too.
All right, now while you are making these hard bidding decisions, we want to thank tonight's incredible sponsors for their support, because we could not continue to serve our IBD community without them. Because of our sponsors, 100% of the money you donate tonight goes right to supporting IBD patients and to research. Now, let's hear from this year's gold sponsor, Takeda.
GI diseases are rising in prevalence, yet significant unmet needs remain for many patients. Throughout Takeda's decades-long history in GI, we have kept these patients at the center of everything we do. We push boundaries and work across modalities with a focus on inflammatory bowel disease, short bowel syndrome, and motility and esophageal disorders to take on the most complex GI conditions and most neglected patient needs. For us, success is about supporting patients through their experience with GI diseases in ways that matter most to them. Takeda is shaping the future of gastroenterology.
Well, thank you, Takeda, for your incredible support this year. We're so appreciative. And now we'd like to recognize our Epicure Silver sponsors. Thank you, AbbVie. Thank you, Pape Material Handling.
And thank you to our bronze sponsors, the Glazer Progress Foundation, Seattle Children's, Swedish Digestive Health Institute, Washington Gastroenterology. Thank you, all of you. We want to say thanks to every single Epicure supporter sponsor we have. DeLille Sellers, Fouché, Janssen, Pfizer, and thank you to our Epicure dining and beverage supporters.
Yes, thank you to all of these incredible companies that have helped support the foundation in our quest for cures. Speaking of cures, we're just watching the chat, watching Ryan giving a big shout out to Mom. Let's find a cure so no mom has to find out that she has Crohn's without a cure. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you to everyone from the Eeks family who is watching. I'm hearing, by the way, that we have another gift coming in right now. So thank you to our anonymous $20,000 donor for your generous contributions. That's amazing. Again, you can make your donation at any time. And remember, that silent auction is closing down right now, but all the live auction items, they're all up for bid. So focus on those live auction items because we're going to close those live here in the program shortly.
And while you bid, we would like to take some time to introduce you to a local family, the Andersons, as they share how their family has been impacted by Crohn's and colitis.
When we sat in the conference room and Dr. Christie said, "Your daughter has Crohn's disease," Scott and I looked at him and said, "What's that?" And my next question was, "Well, can you cure it?" And the answer was no. It is chronic and incurable. And as a parent, you don't even begin to understand what that means. But the words chronic and incurable are heart-wrenching.
We were very afraid. We didn't know, and yet initially I underestimated the challenges ahead. When our kids got really sick, and both of them did at different times, it's hard to keep that perspective because anything that's wrong with your own child by definition is catastrophic.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was 5, and I think I'd probably been sick for a couple of years. When I was younger and I was in and out of doctor's offices, I think it was a little bit isolating and maybe made it a little harder to find friends sometimes. And yeah, it was a little bit lonely. It's lifelong, and there are times when I'm better and there are times when I'm worse, and my health is not the thing I can depend on. And I think that was really tough on our family and especially on my mom.
Crohn's and colitis is insidious, and it is every day. It is during the middle of the night. It is stomach aches, it's cramping, it's diarrhea, or it's constipation. And when we became involved with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and I saw on a grassroots level what good could be done for individuals, then I became committed to helping.
Yeah, I was around 12 or 15 when I went to Camp Oasis the first time. I was really nervous about it, but it was really one of the best and most transformative experiences I had in my adolescence.
He came home, he had met an older boy, and this older boy had done some breakdancing. And Patrick announced with all of his 15-year-old self when he got home from camp, there are going to be some changes around here, some of which you may not like, but I am going to dance. I said, okay, are there any other changes you want to make? And he announced, yes, I'm not letting my Crohn's disease define me. I'm going to take and master my Crohn's disease. So I said, I think we can live with those changes. And I enrolled him in dance class.
And so, I started taking breakdancing and then a bunch of other dance classes, and that really became a great outlet for me. It helps me have a connection to my body that's not a fight all the time. Because, a lot of the healthcare stuff, it can feel like you're fighting your own body, and dance was one of the areas where I really felt like my body's working with me. We want to do the same thing. We have these extra roadblocks. Those don't go away. We always have to jump through a few more hoops, but it doesn't have to stop you from getting there.
So as I look at other parents and I look at our own journey, I am so grateful for this organization and the education, the effort, the innovation, the science. Our kids are alive because of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing that journey, Anderson family. And as you heard, the foundation has had a profound impact on both Patrick and Christina. And what's most impressive about the Andersons is their dedication and commitment to paying it forward so other families don't experience the same struggles they have.
Yeah, and as a result of their commitment to the Foundation's mission and the IBD community as a whole, we're excited to share the Andersons are this year's recipients of the Catalyst of Mission Award. This is an annual honor the chapter presents to individuals and families that truly do go above and beyond. So to present their award, please welcome Crohn's and Colitis Foundation President and CEO, Michael Oso.
It is my honor to present the Northwest Chapter's Catalyst of Mission Award this evening to this year's recipients, the Anderson family, Monica, Scott, Christina, and Patrick. This award is presented to individuals and families that have had tremendous impact on the mission of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. It's a relentless commitment to changing lives. It's a passion for giving back. It's a mindset of not stopping until a cure is found. The Andersons embody all of that and much more. And while it's hard to put into proper context the impact they've had on our mission, I'd like to share just a few highlights. For nearly 2 decades, the Andersons have been engaged with the foundation. Monica has provided leadership at the chapter board level, while Scott has served on the National Business Advisory Committee. Patrick has been a Take Steps honored hero, raising tens of thousands of dollars for the mission, while Christina has interned in the chapter office. In addition to giving their time, they annually make significant contributions to funding critical research. Their impact has been tremendous, and as Scott says, it's all about paying it forward and doing our part to support the next generation of great ideas and research. So thank you, Monica, Scott, Patrick, and Christina, for your unwavering support, and please join me, everyone, in congratulating the Anderson family on this year's Catalyst of Mission Award. Congratulations.
Scott and I graciously and thankfully are honored to accept this award. But there are some people with whom we share it. We share this award with Michael Oso, who is the president of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. He is our leader, he is a visionary, he is brilliant and committed. And he is a man for whom, when he asks, we give. Thank you to Jennifer O'Connell. We have watched you grow into a wonderful leader and regional director for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. How many times have I called or referred someone to you or spoken to you myself and received kind, compassionate, loving, and helpful advice? You have become a fierce advocate on behalf of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Thank you. I would be remiss if I did not thank you on behalf of Christina and Patrick, Hunter, her husband, and Juan, Patrick's partner. I also include in these thanks Kit, Patrick's best friend from high school and who continues to be a close and personal friend, as well as Jessica Heron, who is Christina's best friend in high school, and her family, and the number of times they picked her up and let her stay with them while we were busy with Patrick at Children's Hospital. Speaking of Children's Hospital, I thank Dr. Dennis Christie, who has since retired, the angel on earth, Teresa, the nurse in the division, and Dr. Gassan Wabe, who we watched grow into become a wonderful director for the gastroenterology department for children. You were instrumental in helping us take care of and raise our children. Thank you to the loads of volunteers at the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and at Children's Hospital, from the greeter who would say, "How is my little friend Patrick today?" to Dr. Suskind, who allowed Christina to do her first internship with the Children's Hospital and encouraged her to give a lifetime to public service and public health. Finally, I thank my husband, Scott. He has been a stalwart husband, partner, champion, rock solid, and provider for our family. So thank you very much on behalf of the Anderson family.
Well, congratulations, Monica, Scott, Christina, and Patrick. Thank you again for your tremendous work to better the lives of those living with Crohn's and colitis. And thank you again for your generosity. Now, before we jump over to you, I want to say up there, Ryan Eakes asks the great question in the YouTube chat. What is going on? How come the live auction items closed? That was an accident. We accidentally, in closing down, we're using technology.
You know, it
Now,
happens.
Yeah, I know that technology never fails. But in closing down the silent auction items, the live items were accidentally in the same group. So we are opening those back up. Give us a second. We got to fix that. You know, we've got to reopen those items. So it's going to take a second. But we're going to open the live auction items back up. Don't worry. So Ryan, thank you for the alert. Thank you. And we're going to open those live auction items back up. There we go. We're seeing that we're back. We're back and better than ever. We're working on it. So anyway, don't worry, we're going to get those back up so that we can get to our live auction, of course.
Absolutely, and so many congrats and thank yous to the families. You can join Monica and Scott at any time tonight by making a gift at epicureseattle.org. And remember, the Anderson and LePage families are matching all gifts up to $100,000 this evening.
Absolutely amazing. The gifts continue to come in. So thank you to everyone who is digging deep right now. Thank you, Ellen Bates, for your donation of $5,000. That's incredible. Absolutely amazing. We've got more gifts coming in. Now, before we go to our live auction, I want to check in with the team. Is the live auction all back up and running? They're giving me a thumbs up in the dark. Okay, so while you continue to give, we are going to close down our first group of live auction items. Now, normally, if you are all here with us in person,
in the room,
we would auction those off one at a time. That's normal.
Yes.
But this is not normal, as you can tell. We're talking to you over YouTube chat.
I mean, it's just Fred and
yeah, it's right. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
I think you're fun.
We wish you were here. And since we're virtual, we're going to close the auction items down in groups.
Yes.
Now, these auction items have been open since November 5th, and then they were temporarily closed.
Temporarily.
And then they're back open. They're all available for bid right down below, epicureseattle.org. These are going to close down in just over 4 minutes. So we're going to do the first group. There's just two groups. What's in the first group?
Okay. Item number 1, fully autographed Pearl Jam guitar. Item number 2, a week in Big Sky, Montana. Item number 3, a private feast and cocktail class for 20 of your closest friends at Radiator Whiskey. And item number 4, a week on Decatur Island.
Now, to help you bid while I hold this sweet guitar.
And it is
we're
sweet.
going to put up a 4-minute countdown timer. Now, when time is up, we're going to be closing down these first 4 items. Now, we mentioned item number 3. That's the private feast and cocktail class for 20 at Radiator Whiskey. Radiator Whiskey, if you haven't been, it's an amazing spot in Pike Place Market, right next to Matt's in the Market. You've seen it on Thrillist, Seattle's coolest bars in town. Zagat called it one of the hottest bars in 15 U.S. cities. Well, you'll get to be there privately. So let's hear from the owner himself, Dan Buggy.
Hi, my name is Dan Buggy, and I am the owner of Radiator Whiskey. We're going to close down Sunday just for you and 20 of your closest friends. You're going to learn how to make cocktails, you're going to eat delicious food, and you're going to have plenty of this. And you know what? I might even join you. Thank you very much for bidding on this item.
Such a good guy. Thank you, Dan.
It's my kind of bartender. Drinks with you.
If you need help, exactly. If you need help bidding, here is our pro tip. You can set a maximum bid by clicking bid on any item. When you bid, after you confirm your bid, you'll see max bid as an option. Now, when you set a max bid, the computer will automatically bid for you each time you're outbid, all the way up to your max bid or until the item closes. So it is the best way to win. Now, if you're already winning an item and you want to set a max bid, no problem. Click the Set Max Bid button on your favorite items. I'm telling you, Natasha, it's fun to watch, it's fun to bid, but it's really fun to win.
Yes, it is.
So set the max bid high.
And remember, there is a slight delay, so when time runs out, keep bidding until the item officially closes on your device.
Yeah, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get 4 minutes on the clock. Watch the bottom of your screen.
I see it.
There it is. On your mark, get set, bid. And let's talk about these items while everyone finishes bidding and watches the clock. What's first?
Item number 1, Pearl Jam guitar, autographed by, Fred won't let go of it, all 5 current members, plus touring keyboard player Boom Gasper. This 2017 Olympic white Fender Stratocaster electric guitar was autographed by Mike McCready, Stone Gossard, Jeff Ament, Matt Cameron, and Eddie Vedder. McCready's signature even contains a slight little ink smudge that happened during signing, so it is super one-of-a-kind unique. Okay, includes case and certificate of authenticity, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, over 85 million albums sold, one of the most influential rock bands ever. And now this can hang on your wall.
Yes.
Thank you to Pearl Jam and Mike McCready, if you can steal it away from Fred.
Exactly. So here it is right there. Take a look. You can even see like Mike's little smudge right there that he did just for you. There's Ed's signature right there. Everyone right there on the body of the guitar. So if you're a collector, you know that's the coolest way to get it. Right now, Sean took the lead. James Perry, you have been outbid by Sean. $10,500 is the lead
James.
bid. 80. Chris, you've all been outbid. Sean, you are currently in the lead, but only 2 minutes and 45 seconds remain. Meanwhile, item number 2 is a great one. It is 5 nights in Montana's Big Sky Country. Enjoy beautiful mountain views from a 6-bedroom, 8-bathroom luxury home located at Spanish Peaks Mountain Club in Big Sky, Montana. That's very exclusive. Spanish Peaks is a 5,700-acre private community. From access to beautiful private golf to fly fishing, hiking, it's got it all. This over 3,600 square foot Big Sky vacation home is very well appointed and perfect for families and groups. It sleeps up to 14. So read all the amazing details right there on your page. You don't want to miss out on this stunning private home. It's available May through September. So Montana sunshine awaits with less than 2 minutes left. Right now in the lead, Alex Mason at $6,000. Eric Bergman, you've been going back and forth, but only one person can get it. Let's talk about item number 3.
All right, here we go. A private feast and cocktails class for 20 of your closest friends and family members at Radiator Whiskey, if you want to take family.
Yes.
A Pike Place Market Gem. I'm totally kidding. You and 20 of your closest friends will have the entire restaurant to yourselves. You can dine on Southern-style cuisine of house-smoked meats, while Radiator Spirits Director instructs your group on crafting the perfect cocktail. Again, thank you, Dan Buggy and Radiator Whiskey. And let's see who's ahead for that one.
Right there. Look, Pamela Eakes.
$47.50.
Yes.
Jamie, come on. You've been battling. Let's go.
Jamie and Pamela. It's been the Jamie and Pamela battle. All right, Jamie and Pamela. Who's going to get it? There can only be one. And you know Dan Buggy is going to take such good care of you, so bid high on that one right there. Meanwhile, item number 4 is the Decatur Island Retreat. You enjoy an entire week of remote bliss in the San Juan Islands. That's right, a week. Featured in Sunset Magazine, this spectacular westward-facing home boasts 93 windows, including 3 full walls of windows overlooking the Puget Sound. What a view. Take a look at that beautiful, stunning place. The main residence has
gorgeous.
1 bedroom, 2 lofts, and a bathroom. The guest house has a new primary bedroom, 1 bathroom, and a great room for the kids to spread out and play. Joel and Michelle Vanderbrink, also in West Seattle, thank you so much, my friends, for this generous donation. With just 20 seconds left, Eric Bergman in the lead, Megan Gordon, Eddie Pate, you gotta jump in. Time is ticking away. Look at that right down there by Lopez Island. You can see where you're heading.
Eddie,
All right.
I feel like you really want this. I'm seeing quite a few bids, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. I think you can bid again.
That's right. So, all right, we are closing those down now. You can see time is up. But again, as you said, there might be a slight lag between when the time runs out and when the items fully close on your phone.
Yep.
So thank you to all of our bidders.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of our donors.
Yes.
Congrats to all of our winners. Coming up later, we're going to close down our final group of auction items. So we'll make sure the final 4 remain open.
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll make sure those final 4 are open. Plus, you know, we promised we'd give away prizes.
We
Someone's
did.
going to win an Xbox Series S, or someone else is going to win Seattle Mariners Terrace Club tickets. All you have to do is be registered to bid and donate, and you'll be automatically entered. It's free to enter. Just go to the URL below and get signed up.
And of course, we are going to get to enjoy a musical performance with Pearl Jam guitarist Mike McCready and Death Cab for Cutie frontman Ben Gibbard. They've never played before together publicly.
Nope.
So this is musical history right here.
So call all your friends, make sure they're watching. But first, we are going to give you the opportunity to raise your virtual paddle to make a difference in the lives of those that live with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. While many may know that Crohn's and colitis are devastating diseases, what you may not know is that children are the fastest growing patient population. And while these diseases can strike at any age, as the Andersons shared, they are particularly difficult for kids, teens, and parents. But you can help right now. Your generosity helps fund programs like Camp Oasis, a summer program for children and teens with IBD. This last summer, the program served a record 1,546 kids, including 411 first-time campers.
That's so awesome.
Now, hosting camp virtually was not ideal, but the program continues to be life-changing for families, and the foundation is excited to return to in-person residential camp in 2022.
And to share just a little bit more about the unpredictability and the impact of IBD on teenagers, we're going to meet Kathy Plant as she shares the journey of her daughter McKenna.
Both of the girls were super active. McKenna really found two things that she loved. She loved running and Irish dancing. She started to get really tired, and we just knew something was off. And then one day after Irish training, and again, this is maybe a month or two away from the qualifying for the Worlds, she walked out and she said, "I can't do it anymore." And we were shocked, like, "What do you mean?" I can't do it anymore. When somebody has severe fistulizing Crohn's disease and they go in the hospital, it's not just days, it's weeks. And so McKenna would be in the hospital for a month and a half, vomiting, not being able to eat, losing weight, not wanting to eat, fevers, and then excruciating pain that she couldn't describe. And I think those first years when she was sick, I was just trying to get to the other side, to normal. I kept thinking, we're getting through the worst of it and it's going to be better on the other side. That's not how this disease works. We almost lost McKenna. She had been in the hospital for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. She had to have a colonoscopy. So they did the colonoscopy, they sent her back to her room, and she looked over at me and she said, "I feel really weird. I have to go to the bathroom, I have to get up." And she got up and she collapsed into my arms. We both collapsed onto the floor and she bled out. She had a massive bleed. It was a cold blue. And it's the Children's Hospital emergency team. They're the ones who get on the helicopters and fly. And they were called and rushed into the room, gave her blood immediately. I started knitting when McKenna was in the hospital. We were in the ER a lot. You have to do a lot of waiting. I would just go online and just learn to stitch, and I would knit the ugliest, really most pathetic scarves. I have this one pattern that I really like to knit, and I call it milagros, which means little miracles. There have been times where every single stitch has been asking for a little miracle. Sometimes it's been a scarf of tears. Kind of goes back and forth, right? Between not knowing if you can get through the next hour to pinning all your hopes on a little miracle. She's been through more in the last 10 years than I think a lot of people go through in a lifetime. just to be able to get up and inspire other people and give of herself, like going to these camps. It's more than pride. I'm impressed. I don't know if I could be as strong as she is. She's like one of the strongest people I know.
Now is the time. You can change lives right now by making a gift that is truly meaningful to you. If you haven't made your personal gift yet, or maybe you want to make another one, now is the time. And remember, the Anderson and LePage families are matching your donations up to $100,000 this evening. So we hope you will dig deep and take advantage of this match by, again, making a gift that's not just an easy gift, but a meaningful gift to you right now.
I mean, as a mom, you just hear these moms talk about the difficulties their kids go through, and it just, I mean, it pulls your heart. Like, it's awful. And you guys are helping. You are helping families like the families we are hearing from. And this is the most critical and yet most rewarding part of our event, because you have the opportunity to help improve the quality of life for patients like Christina and Patrick Anderson and McKenna. This is the reason we are here tonight. And this is the very definition of community.
So raise your virtual paddle now, and you will change the lives of those living with Crohn's disease through research, through education, support, and advocacy programs. Now to give, just go to epicureseattle.org, click Donate Now. And if you'd like to give through a donor-advised fund or a foundation, if you need any assistance, maybe you just want to mail a check, please call our helpline. You can see the number below. 646-203-1088. Now, we're going to start the giving at a big number, work our way down. We're confident there is a level that works for everyone. Our goal is 100% participation. So we're going to start at $25,000. And when you give $25,000 right now, you are catalyzing and accelerating critical research in the search for better treatments and cures. The foundation recently launched the most extensive IBD-focused precision nutrition effort with the goal of delivering personalized and effective diet recommendations. So when you give $25,000, you help continue the research of new and innovative treatment options.
And guess what? We have our first $25,000 gift. Thank you, Sean and Leslie Kelly, for your generosity tonight. And thank you, Norm and Lisa Judah, for your $25,000 gift. We are now going to move on to the $15,000 level.
That's amazing.
As we do, we want to big thanks again to Mike and Ashley McCready for their donation of $20,000. In 2020, the foundation connected with more than 3 million people through education, support, and advocacy programs. And when you donate $15,000, you help continue to develop new education resources. You continue advocacy efforts around issues like step therapy reform, which the foundation and chapter helped pass here in Washington State back in 2019.
And again, we're watching these gifts coming in live. We're seeing these gifts of $15,000. So thank you, Jackie LePage. Thank you, Colt Bomey. Thank you. If you can join Jackie and Colt at $15,000, please do. You can see right there we're at $434,000 and climbing with your generosity. Connor Kelly, you can see these gifts coming in live. So let's fund the mission together. Again, we're just watching these gifts. Feel free to bring up the screen. We've got screens everywhere. It's like we're at the helm of the Starship Enterprise.
I love seeing the live chat during all of this, because we talk about how this is a community, and we're seeing that. Everyone's saying, hey, hi, great to see you. It's so lovely.
Yes.
Lovely.
So let's keep it going. We're going to keep the giving going at $10,000 or more. And when you donate $10,000, you help children living with IBD to attend Camp Oasis. Because of you, they're going to get to be kids. they're going to get to meet others just like them, often for the first time, while also having fun and just being kids without worrying about their illness.
And coming home wanting to dance. All right, thank you to John Stanton and Terry Gillespie for your $10,000 gift in support of the Anderson family. Oh, and it looks like we have an anonymous gift of $12,000 coming in. Thank you.
Yes, so if you can join them at $10,000 or $12,000, please do. Now, can we bring up our Word doc over here? I believe we saw a gift coming in there as well. Yes, Antoinette and Doug Wood joining us at $10,000 at this level right here. And then who do you see right below them?
I see Sharon at $8,000. Sharon Salmon, I think. We're going to go with that.
Salmon or Salmon, yes.
All right, Sharon, thank you very much. Who's next? Do we have another one?
Let's keep it going. Let's move on to $5,000. Perhaps you can join us at $5,000. Now remember, we've got this challenge. So when you donate $5,000, your $5,000 becomes $10,000 because of the challenge match. So when you give $5,000, you are helping improve patient quality of life. The foundation is laser focused on reducing the time to disease diagnosis. In 2020, they launched an important PSA campaign to raise awareness of IBD symptoms and the importance of seeing a specialist.
Thank you, anonymous donor, for starting us off at $5,000. Thank you, Cindy and Brian Gorzinski, for your $5,000 gift. Thank you, Gary Takis and Patricia Taltakis and Brian and Katie Toplicki. Thank you all for your amazing support. Thank you, Kathy Gasek and Scott Jarvis. Thank you, Claire Angel. There's so many people.
So many $5,000 donors. We could see Allison Nesmith, thank you. Brett Goldfarb joining us at $5,000. Kevin and Allison, that's Kevin Cole, Allison Ivy. Thank you, great folks right there. Thank you for joining us at $5,000. That means a lot. So you can see the names coming in live on the screen. If you can join them at $5,000, please do. Or perhaps you can join us at $2,500, $2,500, your $2,500, again, it becomes $5,000 with this match. So dig deep, join us now if you can. When you donate $2,500, you help the foundation to continue to expand patient resources on complementary treatments and therapies, such as addressing pain and fatigue with mind-body therapies.
Fred?
Yes.
We have a lot of $2,500 donors.
Do we? Let's do it.
So let's get ready. Okay, Stacy Bowie, Scott McHugh, Jacqueline and Stefan Lesser, Tara and Zach Valspinosa, Lisa and Jim Cook, Allison Nesmith, Phil Roberts, Jeff and Amy Roberts, Robert and Susan Stokes, and Maggie Savarino.
Yep,
Yay!
I see right there, Timothy Kruger gave $3,000. Thank you, Timothy, for your generosity at $3,000. Natalie Kelly, we're watching these gifts continue to climb, $476,000 now. If you can join them at $2,500, please dig deep, take advantage of that match. And while you do, we'll move on to $1,000. When you donate $1,000, you help to empower and connect patients. In 2020, the foundation answered over 12,000 inquiries through the IBD Help Center, providing patients and families with critical information to help them navigate life with these chronic illnesses. And don't forget the Anderson and LePage families. They're matching your gifts up to $100,000. Your $1,000 becomes $2,000 towards empowering and connecting the IBD community.
Thank you so much to some of our $1,000 donors. Louise McCready, we're talking to you. Joan and Mark Murray, Tyson and Tessa Chaplin, Robert Schmidt, Jeffrey and Marie Moore, Mark and Karen Kaufman, Marcia Leo, Leslie and Jack Dorset, Thomas and Marianne Kelly, Leslie Salvina and John Milne.
Yep, and we're
Thank you.
Yep, and we're seeing Dennis Shaw and Julie Howe, Joyce Scott, Ray Pendergast, and Sandra Salazar. Thank you so much. Jean Johnson. We're just watching all of these gifts coming in live. We love seeing it. Dana Lamb, thank you for your generosity, taking us to $479,000. Keep these gifts coming. And we might accidentally thank some people twice. That's okay. That's a good problem to have.
You can never say thanks enough.
That's how many gifts we have coming in. All right, so keep it coming in. When you donate $500, which is our next level, you support the foundation's efforts to continue to grow its diverse research portfolio. Since the inception of the foundation, over $400 million has been invested into critical IBD research.
We are just seeing so many gifts coming in all sizes, from $50 to $500 to $5,000 to more. Thank you, thank you, thank you to Kenny Down, Catherine Keene, John Hoyt, Trevor and Jamie Oster, Larry Steele, Shannon Stewart, Stephen Seward, George and Lauren Schuchart, Connie Gerlach, Josh and Heidi King, Anil Yadav, Brian Vowinkle. You guys are giving me a run for my money with these names. Okay, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate each and every one of you.
That's right, that's right. Let's get this over $500,000. We can do it. If you haven't given or you want to give again, this is your chance. $496,000. Let's get it over $500,000. Now, our next level is $250. When you donate $250, you are helping the foundation continue important education resources, such as local patient and caregivers conferences, continuing education programs for healthcare professionals, and a suite of online educational tools available to anyone at any time at no cost. Now, we're continuing to watch all these gifts come in. Look at that. We just had a big gift come in. Yes. Armand Tiberio donating $15,000.
Thank you.
That is incredible. Thank you for your absolute generosity. We really appreciate that. Jody Albright joining us. Thank you for your generosity. Perhaps you can join us at $100. That's our last official level if you haven't donated yet. Or maybe you already have. Maybe you've always wanted to be one of those people who gives twice. Those people are very cool.
Yeah, just throw a second donation in there.
Just do it. Just do it.
Why not?
So please consider making that final $100 donation right now. You will be providing hope to all IBD warriors like Patrick and Christina and McKenna and the many more that you have met tonight. I'm sure many of us are directly connected. We have friends, we have family, we have good friends whose kids are dealing with this. We have friends who are dealing with it themselves. It affects not just the patient, of course, but the community around them.
Yes, everyone.
You can make a difference for those right now. So thank you, of course, to everyone who continues to donate. We're watching your gifts continuing to come in live. Let's check back in on our thermometer. We can even refresh it. I want to make sure it's the most current on our counter there. We want to see how we're doing there, Spencer, if we can. But we just want, you look at that, we're so close.
Oh, we're so close.
Who is going to give? Who's going to put us over? We should be like, you know what? Get Mike McCready on the phone. Mike and Ben are not playing until that goes over 500. I mean, that's the minimum bar. That comes right from Mike. Sorry. So keep those gifts.
Closer.
Keep those gifts coming in.
I'm sure, we're getting there. $99.
$99. If you're out there, just someone give $99. But no, I'm very confident we'll get over that. And of course, we'll get way over. There we go. Alex Mason, the hero, taking us over $502,000. Don't stop, my friends. Don't stop. Remember, we've got this challenge match that I'm sure is, if it hasn't been exhausted, is very close.
I feel like it probably has been.
Probably has. So thank you, of course, to everyone who is continuing to donate right now. Thank you to everyone who has already donated. You are helping make the lives of those living with Crohn's and colitis brighter. And again, a reminder that if you work for a company that matches your donation, please make sure they do that this week, because not only did we have that match, but your corporate match, you're doubling the amount, tripling the amount. So we're going to leave the donation website below. It's going to stay up. So if you need time to find your credit card, we'll wait.
We're going to wait for you.
We've got nowhere to be.
Yeah, we got hours.
No,
we'll wait. I lose
it's
mine all the
Friday
time.
night. What are we doing? All right, so keep your donations coming in. Now, before we get to that big finale music performance, and before we finish the bidding on our last live auction group, we promised that we would give away prizes.
We promised.
And that means it's time to give away our first prize, which means it's time for the Wheel of Fun. Oh my gosh, take a look at that. It's the game show that's sweeping the nation.
Oh, love the music.
Yes.
Can you hear the music?
All right, now Natasha, tell them, what are they gonna win?
Well, Fred, someone's going to win an Xbox Series S courtesy of Peter Lee.
Thank you, Peter. All right, let's spin that wheel.
We pretend.
Here we go. There it goes. You can see your name right there, right? Everyone, you can see your names.
They're
very small. A lot of you registered. That's a good thing.
Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? We're gonna have to lean in close.
Leslie Kelly.
Leslie Kelly, congratulations, Leslie Kelly. Leslie loves gaming.
Yes, she does.
She's
All right,
a
let's
big
take
gamer.
a quick check-in to see where we are with people at home. We want to see some more pictures. We want
That's
to
right.
be in your living rooms. We want to have a glass of wine with you. So there we go.
Oh my gosh.
A fur baby.
How fun is that? And look, that's really cool. I love seeing, we're seeing Honoree.
The Anderson?
Yeah.
Anderson
How
kids?
cool is
Yes.
that? So, all right. See, there we go. More Honoree children. That's so fun. All right. Does it make you want to dance?
It does.
Seeing these
Dance
pictures.
A little bit.
And look at
dance a
that.
little
Cheers. Cheers. Love that. Oh, and that's so fun. Speaking of,
Yay.
look at this. I can't even.
Everyone's celebrating.
I know. I love it.
And they've
Love
got
it.
quite a view, by the way.
Yes, I know. I was looking.
I mean, we
around
could have
them.
done the event there.
Yeah, next year we'll broadcast from there.
We just volunteered your home.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, it's funny. Leslie is saying, "Spin the wheel again." Not yet. Not yet. It's not time. Well, don't worry. We will spin the wheel again because we've got those Mariners Terrace Club tickets.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes. So,
That's
all right, it is time now for our last live auction group. So these are all going to close together at the
Yes.
very same time. So what's closing last?
Okay, let me tell you. Item number 5, a week in Kauai, including round-trip airfare. Item number 6, chef's dinner at DeLille Cellars. Item number 7, autographed Mike McCready print by famed rock photographer Danny Clinch. And item number 8, autographed Ben Gibbard print by music photographer and Seattleite Rachel Demme.
Now, to help you bid, we're going to put a countdown timer up again. You're going to have 4 minutes to finish bidding. Now, as you saw, that happens fast. So remember, there's a slight delay. Don't stop bidding until the auction fully closes on your device, and set a max bid. Let your phone auto bid for you. That is the best way to win. All right, so we're going to put up 4 minutes on the timer. On your mark, get set, bid. All right, now tell me what's up next. What's up first? Let's talk about these items while everyone watches the clock.
Okay, I can hear the hula music, right? Item number 5 is Kauai, Hawaii. Enjoy a 1-week stay in a new condo plus 2 Alaska airline tickets good to Hawaii or anywhere else Alaska flies. This new 2-bedroom condo is located in Pilimai, I hope I'm saying that,
Yep.
Kauai's newest resort on Kauai's South Shore. Lounge on the large outdoor lanai, take in the view of the ocean, and visit the recreational village. Just a short distance to world-famous Poipu Beach. Thank you to Patricia McKintriff and Hunter Hansfield, and of course Alaska Airlines. Thank you for this donation. It looks so lovely.
Absolutely amazing. So right now in the lead, Lenny is in the lead. Lenny Zills, thank you so much. Going back and forth against Aaron Galloway. Aaron, right now, you're gonna have
This
to
is your
go.
chance.
You're gonna have to go to SeaTac and wave goodbye as Lenny takes off.
That's just cruel.
Look at that. Look right there. Look where you could be hanging out. Those are
Hey,
empty seats.
maybe Lenny will take her.
Those are empty seats waiting for you. That's true. Maybe you've worked out a deal with Lenny. Doubtful. Doubtful. All right, meanwhile, let's check in with item number 6. That's the chef's dinner from DeLille Cellars and a platinum event. Your party of 10 will enjoy a multi-course meal prepared by a platinum event chef Michael Toney, and designed to pair with DeLille's extraordinary portfolio of exquisite wines. Your dinner will take place at DeLille's new Woodinville tasting room. I was there recently. It's stunning. It'll be truly an experience to remember. Thank you, DeLille Cellars. Thank you, a platinum event. Can we bring up our Word doc down there too? I just want one thing to check in on there. Yes, well, we made a note that we wanted to say thank you to Tom Dugan for donating this item and donating tonight's special wine. So Tom Dugan, thank you, DeLille. I'm a huge fan of DeLille. Let's check in on this item. Thomas Holt currently sitting in the top. Peter Lee,
Well, they're
you have
battling.
been outbid.
They're battling.
2 minutes remain. Who's going to get it?
I don't
Who's
know,
gonna
but
get
Peter's
it?
got to come back to the table if he's got a chance.
All right, so
All
this
right.
is your chance. What's item number 7?
Item number 7 is the Danny Clinch Mike McCready photo. Taken back in 2016, this photo captures lead guitarist Mike McCready in action during Pearl Jam's Madison Square Garden concert. Now, the photo is signed by both Mike and Danny, so that's pretty cool, too.
I know, and in Madison Square Garden, look how rock star Mike is in that pit. So rock and roll.
All
So
right,
love this.
Shelly and Joe are battling on this one. We're
Yep,
at
Shelly
1,600
higher.
with Shelly. Okay, Joe, come back to the table, buddy.
Joe White, Shelly Higher. Who's going to get it? We're going to find out. This is really a classic picture. Great picture of Mike Plus, you get to hang out, and you'll see Mike at another event. You'll say, oh, I bought that picture, and you'll have something to talk about.
You have a reason to make small talk.
Yeah, that's what you need. Speaking of reasons to make small talk with beautiful rock photography, item number 8 is the Rachel Demme framed photo of Ben Gibbard from the band's 2018 tour. Now, Rachel is a really talented photographer. She does incredible band photography, but she also happens to be married to the also really talented Ben Gibbard, making this a very special picture. So this photo is framed and signed by both of them, Ben Gibbard and the photographer Rachel Demme. Very talented. I follow her on social media because just such great pictures. This is one of them. Look how cool
Clearly,
the backlit
she is
light.
Talented,
Yes. So again, signed by both of them. 27 seconds left. Checking in right now, Paige Parsons going back and forth. Daniel Buggy. I'm guessing that's Dan Buggy. Daniel.
Your friend Dan needs to step it up.
In disguise as Daniel Buggy in the system. Right now, you've got 9 seconds left, 8 seconds left, so time is ticking out. I hope you set a really high, Dan Buggy back up top. Well played, my friend. Hope you set a really high max bid. Very cool picture. I love the story behind it too. So our last 4 items, they are closing down now, but keep bidding, of course, on your devices until these items fully close, just in case there's a lag.
Just in case. Okay, now we want to say thank you to all of our bidders and our winners and our donors. And we've got one more prize to give away, but I can't wait anymore.
What?
We need some music.
We do. For the finale of our evening, before we give away those Mariners tickets, it is my pleasure to welcome Pearl Jam guitarist Mike McCready and Death Cab for Cutie frontman Ben Gibbard for 2 songs. So, hey, Mike, over to you.
Thanks, Fred. Happy to be here. Ben Gibbard's here. I'm so excited. Thanks for tuning in.
1, 2, 3, 4. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away, kill off the hours. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away somewhere all bright and new. And I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong on a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, far away from your trouble and worries. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free.
Thank you.
That sounded
I
good.
didn't do that because I would have went.
That sounded good though, man.
It sounded good.
That works for me.
Great. Shall we move on?
Let's move on.
Awesome.
1, 2, 3. Sunday morning brings the dawn in. It's just a restless feeling by my side. Early dawning, Sunday morning. It's just the wasted years so close behind. Watch out, the world's behind you. There's always someone around you who will call. It's nothing at all. Sunday morning, and I'm falling. I've got a feeling I don't want to know. Early dawning, Sunday morning. It's all the streets you crossed not so long ago. Watch out, the world's behind you. There's always someone around you who will call. It's nothing at all. Watch out, the world's behind you. There's always someone around you who will call. It's nothing at all. Sunday morning, Sunday morning, Sunday morning. Can't do it much prettier than that.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
man.
dude, great job.
That was awesome.
I mean, that was pretty cool.
Thank you so much. So incredible. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Ben. Really loved it. Now, if you didn't have anything that you won, don't worry. We've still got a last giveaway before we announce our total, and that's right. 2, because why are we doing 2?
Because Leslie Kelly clearly rigged it. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Right.
Leslie helped, I think, donate the item she won, and she wanted to make sure someone else got
chair
it.
and all, so she's like, we should spin the wheel again. I thought she was being like fun, but no, she was like, no, really, Fred, we should spin the wheel again. So we're gonna do it twice. That means it's time again for the...
I'm not saying it this time.
Everyone at home is
I'm
saying
kidding.
it. Everyone at home is yelling it.
Fun!
Oh my gosh. So our first prize, we're going to spin once again for that Xbox Series S.
the Xbox Series S.
All right.
Okay,
so
let's do it.
Now remind them, how do they get registered, or how do they get entered to win here?
I'm sorry, if you're registered in your online system, you have been entered to win our second giveaway, or our first, of the Terrace Club tickets to see the Seattle Mariners. We want to say a big thanks to Paige and Ryan. But first, let's do the Xbox spin.
Yeah, we're going to do the Xbox spin. So here's the Xbox spin. Are you ready?
We gotta
I think
get
you
better
have to
at
spin
that.
up and I spin down, right? That's the...
Oh, is that?
Yeah, see?
Okay.
All right, now let's see who
That's
gets
slowing
the
down.
Xbox
Okay.
Series S. It is Eddie Pate.
All right.
Eddie, you get an Xbox.
I think Eddie was like on
You
the
get an
live bidding
Xbox.
too.
You get an Xbox. You get an... All right.
Fred's paying for them. I'm not, just to be clear.
No, but we've got the Eeks, they donated those
No, I'm
tickets. We
kidding,
got to
yes.
bring up the
Okay.
wheel again. It's
Seattle
time
Mariners,
for the wheel.
Terrace Club tickets.
Oh.
Fun!
There we go. All right, you ready?
All right, I'm going up this
yeah,
time,
and I'm
right?
going down.
Up.
There we go. Up. Sorry, it's a lag. It's the internet.
Maybe if we had 10 more, we could get it.
We're gonna rehearse this. This is just, we'll fix this in the DVD extras. All right, who won those?
Paul Crane.
Paul Crane.
All right.
Paul Crane. Go Mariners. What an exciting finish to the season we had. My gosh. So love that. So congratulations. Thank you again. What a night.
This was fun.
So
I
much
had fun. I hope you had
generosity.
fun.
So much, such a great, inspiring community. Love watching everybody up there is saying hi in the chat. Incredible night, inspiring stories. So
Yes,
thank you to everybody.
absolutely.
Thank you again, by the way, to the Anderson and the LePage families for your incredible generosity, for coming together to match gifts up to $100,000 tonight. We've had so many gifts continuing to come in. We just say thank you to everybody who is digging deep and giving. That link right there, it's open and active, so you can share this program. This is going to automatically archive to YouTube, so you can share this program with your friends and family so they can be inspired. You can share the link below so they can donate. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us, helping us to raise important funds. Now, do we have a total to announce yet?
Do we have a total?
They're over there.
Yes.
All right. Let's
this
go.
This is my
Let's
favorite
see it.
part.
Let's see it. What is our
Dun,
total
dun,
to
dun,
announce?
dun.
$565,000.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
We were asking for 500.
That's right.
$65,000
$565,148.
Oh,
That's
that's amazing.
absolutely incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
and let's
you.
listen. That number is going to continue to grow.
Yes, it
Again,
is.
because of the corporate matching, you all are all going to go ask your employers, hey, will you
Yes.
match my generosity? And when they say no, you say, come on.
Come on.
We should be doing this.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for all you've done tonight to support people and families living with IBD. Of course, we want to thank again all of our sponsors, donors, volunteers. This would not be possible without your extraordinary support. Thank you to Mike and Ben for coming together to share some incredible music.
Yes, so friends, my name is Fred Northup Jr. alongside Natasha Ryan. It has been our honor to be here. We will end our night with some special thank yous from our volunteers and members of the IBD community. Thank you, stay safe, and we hope to see you next year.
In person.
In person. That's right.
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has changed my life by giving me a way to support and help my husband when I often feel helpless.
It feels relieving to know that there's always someone in your corner rooting for you, and that's what the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation is to me.
The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has given me the guts to be vulnerable with others and to share my story.
Hi, I'm Michael Oso, President and CEO of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And I wanted to take a moment to thank each of you for your continued support over the last year. Our commitment to finding cures is unwavering. The foundation has invested over $400 million in research since its inception, and last year alone funded $31 million in over 200 studies across the US and around the world. Because of your support, we have played a critical part in every major advancement in the field of IBD. Thank you for being a part of our mission as we drive toward better patient quality of life and improved remission rates and ultimately cures.
As someone living with ulcerative colitis, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and participation to get closer to a cure.
Thank you for making our work possible.
As a mom, thank you.
Thank you for making a difference in the lives of over 3 million Americans with IBD.